Like
you, you finished dibbly dabbly,
Sorry.
and we're live as always.
What always happening to me.
I never know.
Welcome to Shady Music and
Let me get my finger in. It's been a while since we have done a couples video.
I mean, we posted some other Would You Rathers, but
that was a long time ago. So
yeah.
This is our first time in Kentucky.
Yes, that is true.
So this is our first time in Kentucky doing a couples video, and based on request from the studio audience. I was just kidding. Felt good to say it.
You really tried it.
Based on the studio audience, as I said, you guys requested that we gave you a little bit of what happened in the chapel so many years ago when we first met.
And what took us so long to try and give you guys this video? Quite frankly, I was shy.
She was shy. Me.
I was shy. But not only that too, though. I mean, the fact that, you know, we do have children.
And we don't want to know that mom and dad are nasty. Just kidding. No, I'm not.
In them teenage years.
Let me get my throat right. My neck ain't in this video the right way. But sorry. Man, you look beautiful when you be getting ready to go to bed.
Thank you.
Maybe we ought to make another check. I was just kidding. The jokes are wide open today.
So this is going to be definitely not PG-13, but probably what, PG-18?
Whoa. I wasn't ready
maybe not.
I wasn't ready for that.
Or maybe it will be PG-12.
It's just gonna be PG something.
Yeah. So yeah. Anybody who knows us, at church. Goodbye. Turn off.
No, she's joking. We're definitely gonna keep this Christian based.
How that would be possible though?
I don't know. Hey man, we're gonna roll with it. We're gonna see how this thing gonna turn out.
As holy as possible. But we are married now.
Man, we 20 years.
Yeah, come August, it will be 20 years.
20 years in the game, man. We've been doing
we've
been doing this for a while. For a while.
But not only that too, the shame doesn't have to be there because we're actually married for 20 years. You know, meaning with us relaying it to you now from our dumb days.
Yeah, you know,
feel me?
You have your dumb days, and the good thing is, like Pastor always says, yeah, God protect fools and babies. You know, just figure out which one of you are.
We're fools and babies.
Just babies. So it is kind of like how we met, how we met story. So
right,
freshman year,
I came up from Jamaica, got to college. Didn't want no Jamaican man. I mean, sorry.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
I didn't want no American
Exactly.
man.
That Freudian
and
slip
I made
was
sure
right.
to confess and declare to everybody who stepped to me.
And then I broke her down.
So.
But I knew, in all seriousness, all honesty, I know it's kind of, you can't do that today, but then you could. Like, I knew I was going to marry her from the very, very first day that I met her. Why are you acting like that? You knew this.
I completely forgot after 20 years.
Actually, it's more than 20 years.
Yeah, 24.
Yeah. So I knew I was going to marry her from day one. She just had to catch up.
Yeah, I did have to catch up.
She had to catch up. And I think when you're young and you're just full of hormones,
you just do some crazy stuff.
You do some crazy stuff.
So when he asked me, let me clarify that too. When he asked me for my telephone number,
that's what we used to do back in the day.
That's why I gave him my number. I didn't just give him my number just because I was like, oh, let me, No, he asked me for my number and I gave him my number.
Did you?
Yeah, remember?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I gave every guy my number when they asked me because guess what, guys? And ladies, girls, especially you teenager girls, do not do that. right? Because I was too scared to speak up for myself. I made myself go in discomfort to give them comfort because I was too scared to make them feel bad. So I gave them my number, and then I had to be hiding and ducking and dodging every phone call. Because remember, back in those days, we didn't have like call ID. At least not in college.
Not in college, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
you know what I mean? Not
yeah,
in
you know
college.
what? Man, but we're not that old though. Let's not do that though.
No, but meaning
Our college phones didn't.
College dorm rooms didn't have
Yeah,
that.
that's true though. It wouldn't have call ID
Yeah,
if you
so I
call
had to pick
them.
up every phone call and be like, Lord, I hope this is not
Until
somebody
she met me, dog.
But anyway,
And then we shut it down.
long story short, I met him, and even though I was like, yeah, Jamaican man forever, yeah, that went down the hill. And
USA.
I really liked JAA, I joke. But I really liked him, got to know him. Man, we would just talk for like hours upon hours.
You guys
and
remember,
just-
like going to sleep on the phone,
Yeah.
waking up, and it's the next day.
Yeah, for real. And it's like we talk so much that you literally thought we were talking for years.
Yeah, but I will always say, man, the one thing I love about our relationship, we were friends first.
Yes.
You know,
we literally
friends.
became best friends. Like, actually, he felt like my twin, you know? Yeah, my male twin. Because we were so in sync. That's what I mean, emotionally.
Me
in
and
sync.
you, and we gonna do. We doing this again? Okay, all right. Can people see or not?
Okay, you give me a whole finger, your whole hand, make a heart.
Okay, we get it. Special.
Right. So
one day
we would meet up to chat in different areas
of the school, innocent, fun, you know, and we had this. Well, not necessarily. So we had this chapel
that I would go in because I was a music major. I would go in there to practice the piano because the piano was right there on stage. I would always go in there to practice my piano pieces.
You sound so honest and just
and angelic. And
I'll
go in there to practice, as well as, you know, I knew how to, you know, get the sound system. Well, actually, it felt like the sound system was always left on because when I plugged the microphone in, I was like, oh darn, the microphone on, like. Let me go practice and do some singing, and I would always just act like I'm performing right there on stage. And so I was used to doing that. So when we started talking more, I guess that's what probably influenced you. I probably influenced you to come to the chapel because that's just where I normally go in the nighttime, just go do something.
You know, you go in there and you laugh, you talk, and
yeah,
it probably wasn't safe because it was. Yeah, that's true. But it was always open for some.
It was always open, which
strange
is so
reason.
dangerous, though.
Like all times of night.
Yeah, I was in there practice because you have, especially when you have to memorize your pieces. Like you need to be on the actual.
That is crazy though. It was open. You could go in there any time of night.
Any time of night. But anyway, so we would go there.
And we would chat,
and we just
sing.
sit at the, I would teach him stuff on the piano, and then he'd learn fast, and then I would go and perform while he there plucking on the piano, and it was just
plucking is exactly
fun.
What it was.
And one time we sat to like the back of the chapel, right?
Oh yeah, and
we were worshiping the Lord. in the chapel of the Lord Jesus Christ.
I don't know. That's what they call it.
Like the movie, what a series name? C on Netflix. We're worshiping.
I don't know if that's what it is. But in the very PG basic version, young kids, 17 and 18, you know, we end up making out in the chapel.
We were sitting down talking. Then all of a
and
sudden,
I was
felt like
attacked.
Moves were made on me.
Whoa! Flag on the if we could, can I get a replay
on the Virgin Mary's child?
All I remember,
I was attacked. I was attacked.
I didn't know this humble creature could be so aggressive. I still haven't. I ain't been right since.
I don't know. I just felt something just
pecking
in my ear.
And so the way this story ends, so again, a complete makeout session in the chapel.
Okay, we have to give a little bit of juiciness because we're sitting. You kind of just ended up somehow in my ear. Lord knows why. Maybe you're whispering a prayer in my ear or something, and then
there we go.
Somehow, whatever. We ended up coming out the aisle of the chapel. I mean, off the benches or the seats, and then it's like you took me in the corner.
Whoa!
You did.
Whoa!
You sure did.
Whoa!
You did.
It
You
was
took me in the
corner. Oh, but
the back corner of the chapel where it was the dark.
Whoa!
Yes.
I don't even.
Yes, sir. You did. Why did you do that?
I am being. Am I the victim or the villain? I don't know with this situation. But you know what? 20 years later,
confess your sins.
It's confessed.
So what was going on? It felt like
I was trying to get you.
It felt like hands were relocating and socially gathering.
I think that's enough for the studio audience.
Socially gathering hands of the Lord.
But and the craziest thing happened. This is where the Lord was not pleased. There was a organ, a pipe organ in the chapel. Mm-hmm, and as we are going through this excursion, the organ plays the loudest note.
One note.
One note.
Like, boom.
And that was like, all it needed to be.
It was like God himself.
It's over. Stop.
Fire on you. Like,
stop.
You better stop right now.
Don't let it go no further.
You going to get.
Don't let it go no further.
A baby Jesus.
So,
sibling.
Make a long story short, we learned we learned our lesson.
I wish we had like Pastor Chandler back in those days, because if we had a Pastor Chandler,
that is true.
We would have known the do's and the don'ts.
The don'ts,
we were Christians, but we didn't know anything much about.
We weren't right direction saved. You know what I mean? If we died then, we would have went to heaven, but we weren't set free and knew all of these things that we know now. And that's why it's a privilege and an honor to have like our kids kind of grow up in right direction, exposed to things at this age. Fun times.
But yeah, the do's and the don'ts. I would say this.
Don't be alone with people like this.
Just as Christians, what we did was not the best. Are we proud of it? I think we're proud of it because we're married.
It worked out for us.
It worked out for us. But I wouldn't, if someone is saved, then that's not the way to go, guys. You need to try to set yourself up to win versus set yourself up to fail. Like, if you're in an area where say you're just going to be by yourself and it's going to be dark and very tempting, like don't even put yourself in that position. We didn't have that wisdom back then. We didn't have the common sense to know, hey, this can equal this, so don't do this. But if we had a youth pastor that was so frank, and gave you the guidance to know how to win against the temptation, then we would have been fine. But we're just dumb and fool, never have that type of guidance, so didn't know how to prepare, and then therefore was more so on the defense versus the offense. We were reactive versus proactive. You know what I mean? Would we want somebody else to do that? We want our children to that. Like, you need to be prepared so you know what to avoid. So all that praising and worshiping.
So that's the chapel. Yeah. So fun times. But sitting here 20 years later, I don't say I regret anything.
Yeah,
would have done things differently.
Right. If we were with different people, we would have regretted it.
Yeah.
But because we are actually legitly married, 20 strong coming up, it's almost like, but we would never want or condone Christians to act that way now that we know better.
Exactly. When you know better,
when you know better,
you gotta do better.
Yeah.
So, fun times. I hope that you guys got, take our story. It was humor in it, but it's also, more importantly, there is some realness to it that we hope that can change and help you along the way. So, this is...
In the Bed.
Group. So, this is Shailene.
Music&More.
Please, if you like this video, press like, select like. What do you do?
Oh, yeah. You can
select like.
Right, hit the like button
also,
and the subscribe button.
If you like this, man, just become a subscriber.
For free. It's not like a subscription where we have a pay every month.
We will not hound you.
Be free.
Please comment.
It helps us.
Comment, let us know what you think. Hey, it's good to get good feedback. If it helps, let us know. If it's whatever you want to put in the comment section, please let us know. So we appreciate you watching. Thank you so much. And this is my beautiful wife, Shailene. And this is how she dresses to go to bed. No, I'm just kidding.
Lies.
Tenfold. We out here.